hospital, more specifically the operating room.
Good morning, my name is Irene and I also work in surgical services in the OR at Adventist Healthcare, at Shady Grove Medical Center. So our project was on operating room accurate documentation. And we're going to start off with a quote. The evidence is clear. The more we standardize, the more accurate and efficient we will be for our patients. They deserve this accuracy and efficiency. Let's give it to them. Let's make excellence routine in 2019. So our work plan included the 5 phases of the DMAIC, which are define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. And currently we are focusing on the analyze and improve phases. So in order to define our project and find out what we wanted to focus on, we looked at all the different parts of documentation that require accuracy, such as tissue implants, specimens, procedure performed, etc., etc. And then we compared to see how it impacts the customer, the need for improvement, and if it's supported in AHC Code of Excellence. So overall, tissue and implants was the overall highest rated of the reports. So to define our project, we want to look at the inaccuracies in the OR record and look at the potential liability and costs. And because we use so many implants in the operating room, we decided to narrow down the scope to orthopedic and podiatry cases with implants. And the completion date is set for December 2018, however, the research is ongoing. As far as the financial impact, we're still looking at what needs to be done as far as calculating the numbers to our administrative department. But to give you an idea, an implant can cost from anywhere to a couple $100 to a couple $1,000. So a few inappropriately documented implants can amount to thousands of dollars not tracked. And out of the 6 pillars of excellence, we found that quality and safety best represented this project. And out of the 5 rising values, we found that excellence and stewardship was best represented, which led us to the project name of Do the Right Thing. And here we have a lovely picture of all our team members. That's me, Nikki, our team lead Joy, our nurse manager Jahira, and then we have some administrative help with Anne, Cecile, and Noel. So measurement plan, we wanted to measure the percent of implants accurately charted, and we want to target for 95% per year because why not? And then you see where.
I need to talk now, all right. So now that Irene has defined our project for you, we're going to move right on to our measurements. So you can see that from June all the way through August, we tracked the number of correct charts with correctly documented implants. We had a 7% increase from June to August, which is great, and then we used the average of these 3 numbers to create our 70% baseline. Take you back just very forward, sorry. So moving on to the analyze phase, now that we've started collecting data, what are we going to do with it? We used a single case form, which is basically breaking down all the things you can do right or wrong when documenting an implant. It might seem simple, just putting in how many views, what is it, all right, now let's charge it. No, there's lots of important pieces of information you have to put in: the name, the manufacturer, a serial number, a lot number, et cetera, et cetera. What was it soaked in some kind of solution? It never ends. So you pick the top 3 errors that we saw when all the nurses were documenting implants. First, we're going to start with number 1, no explant, meaning if you're in a procedure where something is coming out of a patient, for example, a screw in a shoulder, you have to document what it is, how many there are, and where it came from. Very important. Sometimes we don't see that. Second, there's a little box where you put an expiration date for an implant. You have to say yes, it has one, or no, it doesn't. It's very important because some of our implants come in sets or trays where they might not have a specific expiration date. We need to know if it does, just for patient safety, if there's a recall, something like that. Then finally, no quantity. So sometimes So missing implants entirely. Sometimes you look at a vendor record, you look at a doctor's notes, and you see that there was supposed to be an implant documented in the nurse's record and it wasn't. Now you have to track that down, you have to charge it. That's how we don't get paid by the patient. The hospital ends up eating that money. It's not good. Alright, so for those of you who haven't seen a Pareto analysis before, you see these top 3 errors that I just described make up 74% of our problem. So we find countermeasures, we fix this, and 74% of the errors we had before we won't have again. Now, we take those 3 errors at the top and we analyze them further. We find the root cause. We ask, why did this happen? We keep asking why, and then we get to the root cause, and then we can figure out what to do about it. For example, the first one, with that little yes, no expiration date box I was talking about. Why is this an issue? Not all of our nurses knew to fill out this information. It wasn't mandatory to finish the chart, so sometimes you just don't do it. Why? Because a lack of formal training. A lot of nurses learn their documenting practices from other nurses, preceptors, and it's just one of those things that it's a style of charting. Finally, why is there no training? There is no reminder or hard stop, so it's just, you don't learn to do it. All of our 3 problems we found to be standard failures, meaning it was a process for everybody, it just not just one person doing it, which is good to address. Taking those root causes all the way to the left, we have 6 countermeasures, 2 for each. We rate these countermeasures on effectiveness and feasibility. You multiply those numbers and you get an overall score. If the score is above 10, then it's feasible to put these countermeasures into practice. 4 or 6 measures were considered feasible and effective. So now you take the countermeasures and you break it down into 3 steps. Each team member, or some team members, were assigned multiple countermeasures to put into practice. You can see right now, you see the months at the top. We're about February. For 3 out of our 4 countermeasures, we are at the evaluation stage where we're auditing, seeing how our changes, our training, our hard stops, have they worked. So right now we're auditing that data and working on our last countermeasure as well. Alright, now we have data for the last 7 months of June through December. You see once we hit October, we're at 80%, which is moving on up steadily towards our goal of 95% accuracy. So the way we keep control of how accurate the charts are being done is with the monthly auditing that we just mentioned. So we pick 40 orthopedic cases and 10 podiatry cases, and then Joy, Nikki, and I are responsible for each a month worth of cases, and we just go through them and look at all the discrepancies. Our impact at AHC is we have more accurate patient records. We have an ability to search implants if there's any sort of product recall, and there's a good area for financial reconciliation, accurate charting to match the vendors' invoices, and accurate patient charting. So this is a team effort. Of course, we have our core team of Joy, Nikki, Jahira, and I, and an adjunct team of Noel and Cecile. But we also have involvement from our OR unit practice council, and we also have all OR nurses involved in this project. And what we've learned is that we need to create a standardization of implant documentation because there's so many variables. However, because there's so many variables and there's so many implants to keep track of, we decided to start our focus on orthopedics and podiatry. And once we figure out the issues there, we can go big and look at all implants. We have the existing technology to do this through our charting system. We just need to create standardized training and guidelines. So as far as guidelines, the scrub tech in the room and the nurse in the room need to be in agreement and keep track of everything that's implanted into the patient and anything that comes out of the patient as an explant. Way we can do this is a scrub tech will keep track of the implants and explants on the back table. The nurse will observe and keep her own notes of what's going in and out of the patient, and we match that up with the vendor's invoices, and then once everyone's come to terms and agreement on everything, we can move forward.
So here's some examples of what the charting looks like, and you can see there's some gray boxed out areas with check marks, and those are considered hard stops, which means you won't be able to close out your chart and finalize and finish the case until the appropriate information has been put into each one. And as you can see, we've added the implant expiration date, yes, no box as a hard stop. Just another example of the charting. And moving forward, we'd like to include more involvement from the rest of the OR staff, so we want to create peer auditing of charting. So all nurses will participate in peer auditing. It'll create more room for improvement in accuracy. You can have some peer-to-peer accountability and provide continuous education on documentation. And overall, create an awareness of opportunities for improvement in documentation. And for more information, you can contact our team lead, the brilliant and wonderful Joy Lerner.